Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we will be giving you our review, thoughts, and opinions on the new movie Tom and Jerry. It was released February 26th. So this is an animation meets real-time movie, I guess you can say. A real-life movie with real actors and all of that. And then you have Tom and Jerry and other animals that are featured in the film that are animated. So this movie stars Chloe Grace Moretz playing Kayla and Michael Pena playing Terrence. So before we jump into the review, let's see what this is about. A legendary rivalry re-emerges when Jerry moves into New York City's finest hotel on the eve of the wedding of the century, forcing the desperate event planner to hire Tom to get rid of him. As mayhem ensues, the escalating cat-and-mouse battle soon threatens to destroy her career, the wedding, and possibly the hotel itself. So at first, the wedding planner is supposed to be Terrence, but things happen to where now Kayla takes over the baton and has to put the wedding together and this and that. So everything is going good until Jerry decides to move into the hotel and basically ruins everything. That's the start of the end, I guess you can say. And eventually Kayla hires Tom to kind of get rid of Jerry without even knowing the history between the two. So this goes absolutely wrong if you know the dynamic between these two characters. And she doesn't even know what she's getting herself into by doing that. So after seeing how Tom and Jerry kind of behave towards one another, she sends them out for the day so they can have the wedding without them kind of destroying the wedding and making it like go south. But Terrence gets in the way because he kind of puts Tom and Jerry against one another and tells them, like, hey, they're at the hotel, and they said this about you and that about you. They kind of just destroy the wedding. But Terrence kind of made it seem like it was Kayla's fault, saying, like, she's not who she says she is, because...
Which she's not.
Yeah. Because in the beginning, we see that she steals somebody's resume. So I was kind of iffy about this movie at first, just because it's a normal movie with animated characters into it. At first, I didn't like it just because they were super smoothed over, and it just was kind of out of place. But as the movie kind of went on, I got used to it, and I actually kind of liked it.
So for me, I didn't really like this movie. Speaking on the animation, I did not like the animation at all. I'd rather prefer the old original animation with real world things. I think that would have looked better. This animation was too bright, too vibrant. It did not match or blend in at all. For me personally, I hate how it looked. I also think this movie should have been more about Tom and Jerry. I think a lot of it was about Kayla and her job that wasn't supposed to be her job, and Terrence coming in that actually does work there. It was too much of them. This is Tom and Jerry. I don't care that Kayla is trying to run this wedding and Tom and Jerry are messing it up and she has to figure out how to, I feel like she was the main character. It's like,
yeah,
I need Tom and Jerry to be the main character. The thing about it too is like they did try to put some like classic things that they did in the TV show in here, but it just didn't work. It didn't feel the same. It just to me it just did not work. And then they threw in their other characters like the dog and the cat and
Spike.
All that, and I didn't like their roles in it. It was just weird. The one thing I will say about this though is there are some moments that are kind of funny or kind of like, oh, that was pretty good, but it wasn't enough for this to be a good movie to me. And I didn't really have the biggest high hopes just because I feel like every time they touch something that's classic, it's very rare that it's like actually good. I don't know. I just was not a fan. I feel like I needed to see more Tom and Jerry action of just them two.
They were really cute though, Tom and Jerry in this film, especially when Tom gave them sad cat eyes.
Yeah, no, but that's the thing though. That's like all classic stuff, and I wanted more of that. I wanted way more of that, and I did not care for the husband or the whatever they were about to get married, about to be husband and wife. Their whole story, and then like they weren't getting married, so now it was like a big deal that they weren't getting married. Like I don't care about that. This is about Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? This is like a romantic comedy mixed in with Tom and Jerry. Like no.
Yeah.
And if it's gonna be that way, it needs to be a romantic comedy with Tom and Jerry. Like Tom trying to get the cat, and then Jerry trying to do something, not these humans. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of the review, but before we go, we obviously have to give you our ratings.
So I would give this movie a 76. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst. I wouldn't watch it again just because I don't really do that. I mean, if I was just sitting on the couch or wanting something to fall asleep to, I'd probably put this movie on. Because it was kind of like a throwback from the cartoon, but at the same time, it was something completely different.
For me, I'd probably give this movie like a 40. Yeah, I just didn't really enjoy it at all. Like I said, there was some moments that were funny and this and that, but I mean, you have to have something with the whole movie. There has to be some points. But overall, the movie was just not it. I didn't like Tom, didn't like Jerry, didn't like the humans. I just didn't like any of it really. So 40 for me, 74 for her. And yeah, that's kind of a big difference. So that's where you guys come in. So if you enjoyed the video, definitely leave a like. We appreciate that. Subscribe if you haven't already. And definitely comment down below your thoughts. Are you more on her side, even higher, or slightly lower? Or are you more on my side, slightly higher, slightly lower? Let us know in the comments. And yeah, and also you can also drop a comment of anything you want us to maybe review or react to, any trailers, any movies, TV shows that maybe you guys have seen that you really enjoyed and you think we would like it. Let us know down below. Either way though, my name is Matt.
My name is Nicole.
And we'll catch you next time.